The old folk spoke of a forest, not just any forest. This one hummed with ancient magic. It was called the Whispering Woods. Legend said the trees whispered secrets. Secrets of the past, present and future. Some said the whispers were a gift, others a curse. To hear them you had to be brave. You had to be open to the truth, however painful. The Whispering Woods called to those with troubled hearts, those seeking answers, those yearning for change. It promised guidance, but at what cost? Ilara the healer was known for her gentle touch. Her hands, soft and warm, brought comfort to those in pain. She had a gift, a rare ability to sense the ailments of others, and her heart ached to mend a village ravaged by a mysterious illness. The villagers spoke of her in hushed tones, their eyes filled with hope and desperation. Ilara knew she had to find a cure, no matter the cost. Her heart ached to mend a village ravaged by a mysterious illness. The sickness spread like wildfire, leaving families in despair. Children cried out in the night, and the elderly whispered prayers to the forest spirits. Ilara's resolve grew stronger with each passing day. She sought the forest, desperate for a cure, believing that the ancient woods held the secrets she needed. She sought the forest, desperate for a cure. The dense woods with their towering trees and mystical glowing plants seemed to call out to her. She ventured deeper, her senses heightened, feeling the pulse of the forest around her. Every rustle of leaves, every distant animal call seemed to guide her steps. She believed that somewhere within the heart of the forest she would find the remedy to save her people. Torvin, the blacksmith, was strong, his spirit forged in fire. His muscles, honed from years of labor, were a testament to his resilience, but beneath his rugged exterior lay a heart burdened by regret. He carried the weight of a past mistake, a darkness he couldn't escape. The clang of his hammer against the anvil was a constant reminder of his failure, a haunting echo in his mind. He carried the weight of a past mistake, a darkness he couldn't escape. The shadows of the forest seemed to mirror his inner turmoil, stretching long and foreboding as the sun set. Torvin hoped the forest held redemption, a chance to atone for his sins. He believed that within the depths of the woods he might find a way to forgive himself and move forward. He hoped the forest held redemption. The serene pond and winding river offered a semblance of peace, a stark contrast to the chaos within him. Torvin often found himself staring into the water, searching for answers in the ripples. He believed that the forest, with its ancient wisdom, could guide him to a path of forgiveness and healing. Kaya, the thief, moved with shadows, her nimble fingers a whisper against silk. She was a master of her craft, her movements fluid and precise, but beneath her skill lay a heart scarred by betrayal. Haunted by a betrayal, she sought solace in the unknown. The forest, with its hidden paths and secret places, seemed to offer the refuge she desperately needed. Haunted by a betrayal, she sought solace in the unknown. The hidden caves and secluded spots of the forest became her sanctuary. She spent hours sitting pensively by ancient trees, lost in thought. The forest promised to hide her, to heal her. Kaya believed that within its depths she could find the strength to overcome her past and forge a new path. The forest promised to hide her, to heal her. The enchanted woods, with their soft glowing lights, seemed to embrace her, offering a sense of belonging she had never felt before. As she walked deeper into the forest, Kaya felt a glimmer of hope. She believed that the forest, with its ancient magic, could help her find peace and redemption. The air crackled with energy as they crossed the threshold. Ilara felt a strange peace settle over her. Torvin, a weight lift from his shoulders. Kaya, a sense of belonging she'd never known. The whispers started subtly, a rustle of leaves, a sigh of wind. Then clearer words formed. Each heard their own secrets, their own fears spoken aloud. The forest knew their hearts. Ilara heard whispers of her own doubt. Was she strong enough to heal her village? Kind enough to forgive those who doubted her? The forest challenged her resolve. Torvin faced the echo of his past mistake. He saw the pain he'd caused, the trust he'd broken. The forest demanded he confront his guilt, his shame. Kaya heard whispers of her loneliness, her fear of vulnerability. The forest revealed her desire for connection, for something more than a life in the shadows. The forest led Ilara to a hidden grove. There, amidst shimmering flowers, grew a rare herb. The whispers promised it held the cure she sought, but a guardian protected it, a creature of fear and shadow, born from the doubts of those the forest had tested. Ilara trembled, her instincts screaming at her to flee, but the faces of her village flashed before her eyes. She stood her ground, her fear transforming into steely determination. She wouldn't let fear win. Not this time. The whispers guided Torv into a clearing, the ground littered with stones, each stone a representation of a past transgression, his own and those of others. He was tasked with lifting them one by one and carrying them to the heart of the forest. The weight was immense, a physical manifestation of his guilt. Each step a struggle. Through gritted teeth, Torvin pressed on. He would not be crushed by the weight of his past. He would learn from it. He would atone. Kaya found herself at the base of a towering tree, its branches lost in the canopy above. The whispers challenged her to climb, to reach for the light even though she felt unworthy. She hesitated. Trusting, believing had only brought her pain in the past. What if she reached the top and found only emptiness? But the whispers urged her on, so she climbed, her nimble fingers finding purchase on bark and vine. With each upward movement, a weight lifted from her chest. Ilara faced the creature, her fear replaced by compassion. She had always been told that these creatures were dangerous, that they were to be feared and avoided. But standing there, in the heart of the forest, she saw something different. The creature's eyes, though fierce, held a depth of emotion that mirrored her own. It was as if they were two sides of the same coin, both struggling with their own inner battles. She understood its pain, its fear. The creature's suffering was palpable, a silent cry for help that resonated deeply within her. She realized that the creature was not a monster, but a being in need of understanding and compassion. It was a reflection of the struggles she had faced in her own life, the battles she had fought within herself. It was a reflection of the darkness within herself. The forest, with its shadows and mysteries, had always been a place of fear for her. But now, it seemed to be a mirror, showing her the parts of herself she had long tried to hide. The creature was a manifestation of her own fears and insecurities, brought to life in this mystical place. She reached out, not to fight, but to heal. Her hand, trembling slightly, extended towards the creature. She could feel its hesitation, its uncertainty, but as her fingers brushed against its fur, a sense of calm washed over both of them. It was a moment of connection, a bridge between two souls who had been lost in their own darkness. And as she did, the creature shattered, dissolving into motes of light. The transformation was breathtaking, a testament to the power of compassion and understanding. The light particles floated around her, illuminating the forest in a warm, gentle glow. It was as if the creature's essence had been freed, released from the chains of fear and pain. The herb, now unguarded, pulsed with life. It was a symbol of hope, a beacon of light in the darkness. Ilara knew that this herb held the key to healing, not just for herself, but for the entire forest. It was a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always a glimmer of hope, a chance for renewal and growth. Torvin, his body aching, reached the heart of the forest. He had been on a long and arduous journey, driven by a sense of duty and a desire to protect the ones he loved. The forest had tested him, pushing him to his limits, but now, standing in the clearing, he felt a sense of accomplishment, a feeling that he had finally found what he was looking for. As he laid down the last stone, a wave of peace washed over him. The stones were a symbol of his journey, each one representing a challenge he had overcome. With the final stone in place, he felt a sense of closure, a feeling that he had finally made peace with his past. The sunlit forest around him seemed to echo this sentiment, its warmth and light a reflection of the peace he felt within. The whispers spoke of forgiveness, of starting anew. They were the voices of the forest, a chorus of hope and renewal. Torvin listened, letting their words wash over him. He knew that this was a new beginning, a chance to leave behind the pain and mistakes of the past. The forest, with its ancient wisdom, was offering him a fresh start, a new path to follow. Kaya reached the top of the tree, sunlight warming her face. She had always felt a connection to the forest, a sense of belonging that she couldn't find anywhere else. From her perch she could see the vast expanse of the forest, a tapestry of life and beauty. It was a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things, a testament to the resilience and strength of nature. Below, the forest stretched out, a tapestry of life and beauty. The trees, with their vibrant leaves and sturdy trunks, stood as guardians of this magical place. The forest was alive, a living, breathing entity that held countless stories and secrets. It was a place of wonder and mystery, a sanctuary for those who sought solace and peace. And for the first time, she didn't feel alone. The forest had always been a place of solitude for her, a refuge from the chaos of the world. But now, surrounded by its beauty and life, she felt a sense of belonging, a feeling that she was part of something greater. It was a moment of realization, a recognition that she was never truly alone, that the forest and its inhabitants were always there, a constant source of support and strength. And they emerged from the whispering woods, forever changed. The journey through the dense, ancient forest had tested their resolve and revealed their deepest fears and desires. Each step they took was a step towards self-discovery, a step towards understanding the true essence of their being. Elara, her spirit renewed, returned to her village, carrying the cure and the strength to heal. She had ventured into the woods seeking a remedy for her ailing people, but she found much more than that. The forest had whispered secrets to her, secrets of resilience and inner strength. With every herb she collected, she also gathered wisdom, and with every step, she grew more determined to bring hope back to her village. Torvin, his burden lifted, dedicated his life to helping others, his past a reminder of the importance of compassion. The forest had shown him the weight of his regrets and the path to redemption. He learned that true strength lies not in physical prowess, but in the ability to forgive and to offer a helping hand. His journey through the woods was a journey of healing, not just for himself, but for those he would go on to help. Kaya, no longer afraid of the light, used her skills to protect the innocent, her heart open to the possibility of connection. The forest had been a place of shadows and fears for her, but it also became a place of revelation. She discovered that the light she feared was not her enemy, but a guide illuminating the path to her true purpose. With newfound courage, she vowed to be a guardian, using her knowledge to shield those in need. The Whispering Woods held no magic, not in the traditional sense. There were no spells or enchantments, no mythical creatures lurking in the shadows. Its magic was subtler, woven into the very fabric of the trees and the air. It was a place where the natural world spoke to the soul, where the rustling leaves and the murmuring streams carried messages of truth and introspection. Its power lay in its ability to force one to confront their truths. The forest was a mirror, reflecting the innermost thoughts and feelings of those who dared to enter. It stripped away the facades and left only the raw, unfiltered essence of the individual. In its depths there was no hiding from oneself, no escaping the reality of one's own existence. It was a crucible, forging courage, sacrifice, and self-discovery in the fires of truth. The challenges faced within the Whispering Woods were not physical, but emotional and spiritual. It demanded honesty, bravery, and a willingness to change. Those who emerged from its depths did so with a clearer understanding of who they were and what they were capable of. And those who dared to listen emerged stronger, wiser, ready to face the world and themselves. The Whispering Woods was not just a place, but an experience, a transformative journey that left an indelible mark on the soul. It taught that true wisdom comes from within, and that the greatest adventures are those that lead to self-discovery and personal